What is up? It's your boy here bringing to you guys a brand new freaking video, man. So look, listen, today we got a fun one. Today we got an exciting one. Today we got an installation. So, as you guys already know, the Tacoma needs some mods. It needs some upgrades, and we've had these headlights, and we're gonna do a headlight swap today. I've had these headlights since it was warm out. It's currently like 25 degrees out, so if my hands freeze in the process of making this video, well, at least we get something out of it, right? Today's video, we're gonna be changing these headlights, right? The stock chrome headlights for some blacked out headlights. Now, it looks like a mess, and that's definitely because it is. I don't know if I have all the tools necessary just yet, but seeing from online, it seems fairly simple. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alrighty, now I will say, this is not going to be a super in-depth tutorial. If you want to watch a good YouTuber do it, Jesse Rizzo, Spencer Hogg, and the Unrestricted do a lot better of a job than I'm about to do. But first, we got to take off these 10 millimeters, and then we got to pop out these little screws. If you don't have like a pop out tool like Jesse uses, then you can just use a flat screwdriver. And well, just by telling what the screwdriver I'm about to use says more than enough about how this review is about to go. Alright, so step one is down. We took out all the screws. The first screw fell and landed right there. Focus camera. But the grill is off. So we got one step down, only a few more to go. I will say, remember to take this clip off. I forgot for like 2 seconds and almost yanked this thing clean off because of how strong I am. All right, so that's the original. This is the chrome. So we've gotten pretty much everything. We had an oopsie, but it's okay. Maybe I'll find something to cover that up. It doesn't really matter, but just FYI, make sure you're clearing everything before you just start jamming things in. All right, so update. Things got really bad. So this thing broke, and this is what holds the bumper up, so we're kind of screwed. I'm trying to find a way to fix it, but yeah, so when I pulled this off, or when I pulled the bumper off, the whole thing came off, unfortunately. So yeah, now we got problems to deal with, so I'm trying to address that now. Okay, all right, so now we got the black headlights in. It looks a lot better. We are almost done. As you can see, I just have to plug in the clips there. Now the piece ended up going in, and the body lines aligned perfectly. The only thing is, now I order some more voodoo blue paint, just because I have a chip there, I have a scratch there, and then as you guys remember, I had some here, so we got to get that fixed. Anyway, so it was already time for me to order some paint, but yes, I did scratch that up there, unfortunately, but it's okay. Doesn't matter. Paint chips are gonna happen. We put the grill back on. The grill was super easy. It like slid right on. I just need to put the last screws in. So all in all, the process was definitely a lot more intense than I expected. I didn't think this many issues would have arisen, but I'm glad that they arose because, well, it just shows you guys these are two different screws. I forgot I dropped it down here. I'm kind of glad that things went wrong, just because, well, that's how we learn. One of the subscribers said that he purchased these headlights, and he was talking about how they started to leak water after a few months. When I saw that comment, I was like, okay, well, I'm not installing them anytime soon, but I ended up installing them sooner than I expected, and well, I went through and waterproofed them myself, DIYing it up. It's fun. It's part of the process. This is what I wanted. I wanted to make it my own. Of course, we have some scratches, some bruises, but that's what makes the whole process fun. I definitely need blacked out fog lights now. It's just a must. But this is what I was talking about. One, I didn't even think about this. I'm gonna do the install myself, so I'm glad I went with some cheap headlights at first, because if not, if I had some Morimotos installed and scratched up like this, boy oh boy would I be cussing up a storm. This was supposed to be a 30-minute thing, an hour, 2 hours at very most. I have bought myself some gloves because underneath they are, I mean, tore up. But what do you think? You can't lie, it looks very, very handsome, I would say. Final thing that I have to do is I got some 3M double-sided tape. I just got to close the fenders off, and we'll call it a day there. So give me 2 seconds. It's the next day. So if I could describe how I feel right now, I probably would lose monetization on my channel. But everyone has had these days, right? It just felt like a nightmare that would never end. And then the day after, you're just wondering, like sitting there like, Did that really happen? So let me explain something. Now, the truck definitely looks a lot better. Looks a lot nicer with the blacked out headlights. Sandy loves it, I love it. I want you guys to look at something. So take a look at this, right? There's no light here, there's no light there, but there's light there. No light here, no light there, and there's light here. Let me show you guys something real quick. Let me turn the truck off, turn the lights off. I hope that on camera when I do this, it works, but I don't think it will. And this is what's weird. Unlock. There's lights. Ooh, someone's in a PJ. Someone's in a PJ. I turn my truck on. We come back here. We'll turn it on there because that's the orange lights. I don't know why there's no light there, but there's light here. Does that make any sense to any of you? I don't know what's going on. Things went from bad to worse to horrid, but it's okay. It's a process. I'm glad that everything didn't go as planned because now we know the issues that can arise. So with all that being said, do I regret what I did? No, because one, we learned something. Two, these aren't gonna be the only headlights that I install, so I'm glad that I learned on $130 headlights versus $1,400 headlights. Number three, I love how they look. I'm super happy with the look. We got plenty more mods coming. This though was by far the hardest. I've done remote starts on vehicles, I've done a lift kit, I've changed tires, I've worked on an alignment without an alignment rack. I mean, I've done all sorts of things. These headlights though, they take the cake. Literally the hardest installation modification I've ever done. So with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like, a comment, and a subscription. It's been your boy. I'm out like an Audi. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Peace. Let's go, baby.
Shooting some B-roll.